Music documentaries do more than chronicle albums and tours, they capture cultural revolutions, private heartbreak, creative genius, and the messy humanity behind iconic voices. If you're looking for powerful, emotional, and unforgettable stories, HBO Max offers one of the strongest music documentary libraries in streaming. Here are 10 must-watch music documentaries that explore legendary careers, seismic moments in history, and the artists who changed everything. 1. Don't Look Back 1967. Few documentaries have shaped the genre like Don't Look Back. Directed by D.A. The film follows a young Bob Dylan during his 1965 tour of England, just as he was electrifying folk music and redefining what a protest singer could be. Shot in raw black and white, the film captures Dylan sparring with journalists, challenging expectations, and navigating sudden The legendary cue card sequence for Subterranean Homesick Blues became one of the earliest music videos ever created. Why it matters. It's not just a portrait of an artist, it's a snapshot of the exact moment music culture shifted forever. 2. Tina 2021. This powerful and deeply personal documentary chronicles the life of Tina Turner from her early days in Tennessee to global superstar. But Tina is more than a celebration of hits like What's Love Got to Do with It. It's an intimate look at survival, reinvention, and resilience. Turner speaks candidly about her abusive marriage, her escape, and the strength it took to rebuild her career from scratch. Watching her reclaim her narrative is profoundly moving. Why it matters. It's one of the most emotionally honest music documentaries ever made. 3. Buena Vista Social Club, 1999. Directed by Wim Wenders, this vibrant documentary tells the story of a group of veteran Cuban musicians rediscovered in the 1990s. Led by guitarist Rick Cooder, they recorded traditional Cuban songs that became a global phenomenon. The film is filled with warmth, showing musicians laughing, reminiscing, and performing with youthful passion despite their age. It culminates in a triumphant concert at Carnegie Hall. Why it matters. It celebrates cultural preservation, collaboration, and the universal power of music. 4. The Bee Gees, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart? 2020. This documentary explores the remarkable rise of Barry, Robin, and Morris Gibb, the brothers behind some of the most recognizable songs in pop history. From early chart success to disco domination and eventual backlash, the Bee Gees' story is one of reinvention. With rare archival footage and heartfelt interviews, the film highlights not only their harmonies but their bond as siblings navigating fame together. Why it matters. It restores depth and respect to a group often misunderstood by critics. 5. Gimme Shelter 1970. Following the Rolling Stones on their 1969 U.S. tour, Gimme Shelter builds toward the infamous Altamont Free Concert, a show that ended in violence and tragedy. The documentary becomes chilling as it captures the unraveling of the 1960s counterculture dream. Watching the band react to footage of the chaos adds haunting emotional weight. Why it matters. It's a sobering reminder that music history includes both ecstasy and darkness. 6. Love Lizzo 2022. Lizzo's rise from classically trained flutist to global pop icon is both inspiring and deeply personal. Love. Lizzo follows her journey through rejection, perseverance, and eventual breakthrough. The film explores themes of body positivity, confidence, and artistic independence. It's celebratory but grounded, showing the hard work behind the glitter. Why it matters. It captures what modern pop stardom looks like in an era of authenticity and empowerment. 7. Woodstock 99. Peace, Love, and Rage 2021. What was meant to revive the spirit of Woodstock instead became a cautionary tale. This documentary dissects the disastrous 1999 festival that spiraled into chaos amid heat, anger, and violence. Through interviews and archival footage, it examines how commercialization and cultural shifts contributed to the meltdown. Why it matters. It explores how nostalgia can clash with reality, and how music events reflect broader social tensions. 8. Stevie Van Zandt. Disciple 2024. Steven Van Zandt, guitarist for Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band and actor on The Sopranos, gets the spotlight in this expansive documentary. The film traces his career through music, activism, and television, revealing the layers behind his creative drive. It also features interviews with music legends who reflect on his impact. Why it matters. It's a portrait of a musician whose influence extended far beyond the stage. 9. 1-to-1. John and Yoko, 2024, focusing on a transformative period in New York City. This documentary chronicles the partnership between John Lennon and Yoko Ono, rather than a traditional biography. It zooms in on 18 months of activism, artistic collaboration, and personal evolution. The result feels intimate and revealing. Why it matters. It humanizes two cultural lightning rods while celebrating their shared creativity. 10. It's never over. Jeff Buckley 2025. Jeff Buckley released only one studio album, but his haunting voice left a lasting imprint on modern music. This documentary explores his creative process, relationships, and the tragic circumstances surrounding his death. Through interviews and archival performances, the film captures the vulnerability and brilliance that made Buckley unforgettable. Why it matters. It's a poetic tribute to an artist whose legacy far outweighs his brief career. Why these documentaries hit different. Music documentaries resonate because they capture moments when sound collides with history. They let us see legends off stage, anxious, ambitious, flawed, and human. On HBO Max, the range is striking. 1960s counterculture revolutions, disco domination, and pop reinvention. Modern empowerment narratives, cultural rediscovery, scenes, activism. These films don't just replay songs, they show how music shapes identity, politics, love, and loss. Final take. From Bob Dylan's cool detachment to Tina Turner's fierce resilience, from Cuban rhythms to Woodstock chaos, these 10 documentaries prove that the best music films aren't about fame, they're about transformation. If you want passion, nostalgia, heartbreak, triumph, and history all wrapped into unforgettable storytelling, HBO Max's music documentary collection delivers every time. And once you start watching, don't be surprised if you end up building an entire weekend around it.